What is going on, guys? This is Versatile Gaming with my review of Bleach Chapter 599, and this chapter, it was actually pretty good. This right here was definitely one of the best Bleach chapters in a while, and hopefully Kubo here can continue his pace, because Bleach, to be honest, I have not really been feeling it that much lately, but hopefully that right there can turn around. But the chapter itself, it starts off from last week where we have Senjumaru. She takes out Sternberg W, of course, and apparently this guy is dead. So that right there should be obvious, because I was like kind of unsure, because we did not see like his holy form, but that right there, like that little theory about Quincy dying, without seeing the holy form, that right there was like that right there was like thrown out the window when we have a Byakuya. When he took out a few of them, but now that he's dead, we see now that like something like apparently the shadow, like either that right there is coming out of his body or possibly someone else's, because I thought maybe he had like one more like sneaky handed trick up his sleeve, but no, apparently he's dead, and with him gone now, those blades here from Senjumaru's men, they will finally be able to reach Yuha, but obviously it is not going to be that easy, because once again we have Yuha. He tapped into the Shadow Realm, and he brings out all these foot soldiers. And right now it will like definitely make a lot of sense for the foot soldiers and like Senjumaru men to be on equal footing, because they are both kind of like fodder level characters. But I will say that like Yuha men, they have been like somewhat impressive, because I do believe that when the Quincy first invaded, society, and we saw them, I do believe that they did cause quite a bit of havoc. But right now, like that right there, wasn't the only soldier that like you have bringing out. He also summoned his elite forces, and I'm imagining that this right here, this like elite force, they must be slightly below Hasbro level, but of course they're like above all the other Sternritters that are in society right now, like fighting against the Shinigami. But this elite force right here, like they all look pretty cool to me. But especially for some reason, the X one, for some reason I'm like definitely digging him. But first we have Sternritter M the Miracle. This guy right here, I hate to say it, but he looks like, but to me, he looks like a Thor ripoff. Now that right there might be harsh, but at least it's the truth. If this guy had a hammer, that'd be perfect. But obviously he does not. But his name is Gennard Valkyrie. We have X here, like Sternritter X for X-axis, Lily Barrow. We have a Sternritter C, the compulsory, Pandora Parking Jazz. Probably butchering the name horribly, but we also have a Sternritter D, the death dealing, and obviously this Quincy right here, he should be very familiar, because we once saw him about to fight Mayuri, but he did back off. And the fact now that this guy right here, he was the only one promoted, from a he was the only one promoted from the evading, so like from the evading Quincy. It goes to show how powerful this guy might be. And so right now, when he mentioned that being promoted, and he should bring his A game, we have Sternritter M telling him that he better, because if he is only there to wait, then this guy will like cut him down personally. And that right there go to show you that these are elite forces, they do not play around. I do wonder how many Quincy have fallen just because they have failed to like live up to their standards. But right now we have M charging in, and we see now that when Senjumaru does try to like block his attack, he actually cuts down one of her arms, well, through it anyway, and he also attacks her. And it seems that like she can definitely judge that their power is great, because she told her minions to go shield the the Soul King. So it is possible that they might get through her, or through all of the Royal Guard. but she summons, like a very big soldier. I have no idea how she like making these, but obviously, she's a scientist like Mayuri, and I would imagine that like all of these soldiers of hers, they are like scientifically created, or it's possible that like this guy right here, he could have been part of that like very big race that we also like saw like that we also seen guard the outside of the Sirete. But now we see that when the big soldier appears, we have Sternritter C. Apparently, it wants to say something, but X here like translate its words like words for them. But we see that when Sternritter C breathes in, apparently it took out this huge soldier with no problem. Now I have no idea how it did that, but it definitely happened because we saw like the armor head, it just fell to pieces, and so because of that, we have X here. He like brings up, what you just said about, like he said just now. Did you just entertain the possibility that the royal palace would perhaps fall? And then said, she was too slow because he said if comprehension comes slowly, reaction will also follow suit. That's how it always is when you're on the loose side of things. The royal palace. The royal palace had already fallen the moment his honor set foot in it, and then we see out of nowhere he like brings out his weapon. And to be honest, like I'm not really sure, but X here now that I see more of him, he reminds me of Stark for some reason. Like maybe it's the hair and and the fur on his weapon. But when he did bring up a weapon, when he did bring his weapon to his face, it definitely put me in mind of Soifan's Bankai. But we see now that when he fired that gun his, I guess he took out this like massive hole in Sejumaru's head. Now obviously you would think that she has died from that, but to be honest though, I'm not really sure, because for one, if Kubo kills off a member of the Royal Guard without seeing her Bankai, hell, even her Shikai we never saw, that right there would not look good. Now I'm not sure if she probably had a clone of some sorts, but there's no way that like she can be dead, because we have not seen anything about her. Like all we know is that like she's this like very fast person when it comes to like sewing clothes and stuff, and she also has those like soldier as well. But other than that, we have no idea about what depth her power can go to. But like the chapter itself, it was good, like I said. So I'm actually going to give it an 8 out of 10. But of course, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on it. But as always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because it really helps me out. And you guys take it easy. I will see you all next time.